Dalon on the by Dalon once again for joining us today at Eastern News 24. If I'm not Dinky Bazuakata, Wootowoto be the code. Alright, today we issue naga on this entry day before yesterday, Fenaga on between the autopilot group and the Umuada and the think tank group. Alright, but the Biafran spokesperson, Mazi Samuel Ekpa, the commander no Messi, hear what he have to say as he addresses the issue. Alright, once again, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification. Cannot miss any of our updates. We upload daily at Eastern News 24. Alright, over to you, Mazi Samuel Ekpa.
You on a very crucial issue that affects our nation and our drive toward independence. In recognition of the fact that you have so far proved yourself to be a faithful disciple and a spiritual son of our leader, Mazin Abdikano, and a great defender of the BIAFRA cause, we hereby acknowledge and extol your virtues as a true freedom fighter. We also pray that you will continue in this spirit and open your mind to genuine and committed Biafrans who have equally dedicated themselves to this movement, emancipation of our people from the Nigeria and the external threat that have conspired and vowed to eliminate Biafra. In light of this, we understand the enormous responsibility before you and the pressing pressure that confront you on a daily basis. We cease not to pray for you and the Biafra.
You know, in this platform, we say it the way it is, we say it so truthfully. And it happens that this think tank group that we are talking about,
the burning issue at stake, and having thoroughly understood the implication of consequences they will have on Biafra nation, this very concerned committee have made the following resolution and therefore request your immediate attention to avert what could turn out to be greatest ridicule of the Biafra advocacy for self-determination, for self-actualization. We stand in defense of Biafra and your great work to see the Biafra dream manifesting under your watch as appointed by our able leader, Mazin Amdekano. We pray that God strengthen your heart and ears to listen and consider the appeal of this voice of reason. One, that the proposed currency production for Biafra should be suspended until Oyendo is released and the freedom of Biafra is gained. That the Biafra currency, which Mazin Namdekano proposed, should not be set aside to introduce a Biafra dollar without the consent of Biafrans as a people, with the mandate to participate in the process of nominating, appointing, or electing seasoned and well-informed personalities with the proven integrity and selflessness to dig into our history and national life and nominate persons whose faces would grace our currency and therefore being honor and create impact on the nation and people that comes in contact with our currencies, and take us seriously as a nation whose historical antecedent and stride are embodied on the faces of the personalities that appear on our national currency. That the trade by barter be adopted. They are suggesting that the trade by barter be adopted in the alternative if the need be, pending further decision by the Biafra people, even as Mazin Namdekano suggested, that the committee that sat and proposed faces of Biafra not worthy of such recognition of honor be considered as having overstretched their bound in their bid to do what neither Mazin Namdekano nor Biafra people authorized them to do. That such power arrogation they exhibited amounted to treason, given to a caliber of people that nominated for such honor, and more so, that choose amongst themselves to be so honored, while ignoring the sacrifice of our founding fathers, mothers, and our fallen heroes who laid down their lives that we may live. That the said committee that comprises members of the G5 and the Advisory Council erred so much in their bold but shameful audacity that can make the entire Biafra struggle a laughingstock and a ridicule to the Committee of Nation when Biafra comes. That this committee comprising these nefarious persons be dissolved and their members suspended from access to sensitive position and information in the Biafra struggle. 8. That their removal will be immediate to avert any evil they may have intended against the struggle, having made a clever but clandestine penetration into the commanding height of this great advocacy for independence. That a fact-finding committee is set up immediately to investigate the actions and activities of the members of the G5 and by extension the advisory committee. That a central working committee be constituted immediately to help you navigate the murky waters of treachery and sabotage directed to truncate the Biafra struggle for independence. It is our collective wish that you pause and reflect and project and then think about the following. What are the intentions of those who came up with and agreed the faces of the future of Biafra currency? How would Biafrans feel, let alone outside, if these people succeeded and become public knowledge? It is not out of the abundance of the heart that the mouth speaketh, so has not the salt lost its taste. The recommendation for immediate dissolution of these bodies may seem difficult, but rest assured, the TTG is here to selflessly navigate this with you, should you wish. Biafra is our goal, and our foundation must be built on excellent selflessness and prudence. Now, I didn't want to read this, but I decided to read it because I want transparency in whatever I do. So I have sat with these particular people who call themselves the think tank group. I did not give them that think tank group. I did not create it. And I have sat with the people that, we are appointed to become the advisory committee, and by extension, whatever committee that falls under them. And I have interacted with all of them. I know their capacity. And I have also noticed something very, very worrisome from the group, that calls them, that are writing this thing to me. So I want to inform Biafran that from today, the 10th day of February 2023, I know what I know, and any message or letter like this, disregard it. And then the people that wrote this particular letter is Emeka Livingstone, Pastor Emeka Livingstone, Prince Eze, Adazion, Gaddafi of Biafra, Kelechi Ambrose. And like I said, they are not suspended from Biafra movement. They are not suspended from what we are doing on pilot, but their group that they have signed their name here does not exist, and such group will cease to exist. I thought it existed before. From tonight, the following another announcement I want to make this evening is that some few individuals have breached the security of the Biafra Liberation Army, and a lot of voice messages have been flying here and there, both propaganda, blackmail, and what have you. So from tonight, no woman from Umuada or from anywhere will have contact or be communicating with any ESL member anywhere in Biafra land. And this particular announcement, internal message will be sent to all security of ground. From tonight, you are hereby requested to stop communicating with any woman from Umuada except Madam Azoka. There will be no woman from anywhere that is representing me or representing anybody in the security of our land and the ESL and the Liberation Army.